Okay, so today I'm doing a video, my black bean burgers. A lot of people that don't know me, you're going to get to know a lot about me here on this page. My struggles with weight, my struggles with my health, the fact that I had 16 surgeries in the last 11 years, of which every last one of them was detrimental to me being able to still be here today. Not too many people get pretty much the first stages of ovarian cancer, and then right after that, while they're healing, be told that they have a mass in their breast. That was my journey. That is where I'm still currently journeying through. I am much healthier. I've changed my way of eating. I stopped eating meat. Currently still just eating seafood. Enough with all the chit chat, all the talking. Let's get into this video and see how I decided to make these burgers today. And boy, they were so good. You'll love these burgers. They're very filling, very healthy, and you know exactly what's in them versus what you're buying in the store and how long they've been sitting on that shelf. All right, so let's get into this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Like the button. See, it's right there. And subscribe. More content coming soon. That way. Okay, so I started off with a red onion, of which I used half of the red onion cut small. I diced it up really quick and added it to the bowl. Next, I use some cilantro, some fresh cilantro. A lot of people have, in the videos I've watched, have used parsley, but I found that the cilantro gave kind of a better taste to it. After I was done with the cilantro, it was time for the main character, which was the black beans. This is actually 2 cans, 16-ounce cans of black beans. They were drained, they were rinsed off because I didn't want to bring any extra sodium, extra salt from the can that they were prepared with. Once I get a moment, I may take the time to cook some fresh instead of using the can, but this time I decided to use the can. I mashed them. I wanted to mash them at about 60% so that I still had some whole beans in the burgers just for chewy or just for the bite when you bit into the burger. At this point, I'm mixing half of them into the sweet potato where I will leave the rest for the black beans. So this is what I'm working on right now. Okay, so now I'm going to start off with the sweet potato black bean burgers. I used one sweet potato, quite large sweet potato, and I baked it in the oven, and then I smashed it up before I actually got it on screen, on camera. What I went ahead and did was I used about 1/3 of the black beans to mix in with the sweet potato. Once I incorporated the two together, as I'm doing here, I mixed it in really good and added my next ingredient, which was, yeah, it looked kind of smooth, kind of icky, but it tasted so good. I added some cilantro, gave it about 2 pinches, well, actually 3. I love the flavor of cilantro, so I probably went a little bit overboard with them, but it's fine. At this point, I decided to add the brown rice, just a smidgen, not a lot, because I didn't want it to be overpowered by the brown rice. So it's about a half a cup of brown rice I added into the mixture at this point. Next, you'll see that I added the red onions that I cooked down on the stove with chipotle sauce, and I'm dripping it all over the place. Oh gosh. With chipotle sauce, chipotle peppers, garlic, and the red onions. I cooked those down on the stove. I think I might have a video of that. I may insert that as well. And I added some breadcrumbs just to have everything kind of close together. I didn't want to use eggs because then it wouldn't be vegan ready for like whoever would want to do it without any form of animal products. So I just used the breadcrumbs and mixed it in pretty good. As you can see, it kind of looks like a meat, the way it's all nice and consistent and it's kind of thick. You see, it doesn't fall off with the spoon. Easy to form a patty with that. So now I'm going to step away and get these burgers put together for you. I did add a little of salt and black pepper to the mixture only because I did taste the mixture and it kind of needed a little something. But beforehand, I added salt, black pepper, and lime to the onions and the chipotle sauce mixture when I was cooking it down. But after I tasted it a little bit, it did require just a little bit more salt. Yeah, I'm a little out of focus here. Form these burgers. I did these while I stepped away for a moment, but I'm going to show you how I did them. It's kind of quite easy because they didn't really stick to my hand and they made the shape very easily. It wasn't too much manipulation of the mixture. So I grabbed about a spoonful. I made a little ball out of it and formed my patty. I didn't want to mess with it too much or play with it too much. I didn't want it to fall apart. I didn't know if it was going to cause a problem for the patty, you know, keeping its form. Let me go ahead and get these completed out, and then I'm going to be back with the black bean burger. Okay, now on to the traditional black bean brown rice burger. A lot of people use quinoa, but I decided I wanted to use brown rice. So I added pretty much all the ingredients left on the table, which was the brown rice, which was at this point left back was about a cup and a half of brown rice. Trying to clean up as I'm going. I added the corn. This is roasted sweet corn. So I added about a half a cup or so of the corn. Didn't want too much corn in it to overpower the black beans. And I added the onion mixture I made on the stove with the chipotle sauce, which I already know that I have to add a little bit more seasoning towards the end of this, only because it didn't give the seasoning I needed it to when I did the previous burger. So here's the cilantro. Adding the cilantro, as you already know, I love cilantro, so I put a little bit more in this one. And I put in a taste of lemon or a taste of lime powdered seasoning because I didn't want to put any more liquid into the mixture. So I use the taste of lemon, which I use on my fish from time to time. Taste of lime, forgive me, which I use on my fish from time to time when I'm seasoning it. Here I'm using a little extra salt and a little extra black pepper in order to give it the seasoning that it truly needed, as I learned previously. Always remember, keep your hands clean. And there I go with a little extra black pepper. I'm going to go ahead and get this all mixed up so I can start shaping these patties as well as I did the previous one. But here we go. Let's add a little breadcrumbs because it did seem a little thin on the thin side, and I wanted to add the breadcrumbs to thicken it up just a little bit more. All burgers are created and are ready to go into the refrigerator or freezer, depending on where you want to place them, for them to just simply sit and wait to be cooked on the stove. Now, because they're already cooked ingredients, all you're doing is casting a sear on both sides, warming it up, and enjoying. And I'll be right back with that. I only flipped the burger once for each side because I didn't want to mess with it and manipulate it too much to the point where it fell off, fell apart or broke apart. No. And this is my final product. I have guacamole on top of my black bean burger with lettuce and tomatoes on a bun. I was gonna go for a wheat bun, but I say, hey, balls to the wall, I'm just gonna get a regular bun. And there you go, vegan burger.